Now in today's video we are going to be looking at this, and this is the TopDon ArtiLink 400. Now you might be wondering what a TopDon ArtiLink 400 is. Well, it is an OBDII port scanner. And if you don't even know what that is, basically it's a diagnostic tool for your car. So for example, if your check engine light comes on and you're a bit scared that your engine's going to blow up, you can plug this into the car and read the fault codes and it will tell you exactly what the problem is. Now sometimes those lights can come on for very odd reasons. For example, if a bulb is blown, it does look a bit scary if the engine management light is on or there's lots of errors on the screen, but sometimes actually it's something fairly straightforward and possibly something you can fix at home. So this basically will talk to your car and output what your car is saying in a way that you understand it. Well, understand it a bit more. So most cars from 1996 onwards have got an OBDII port on them, and that is basically the car's connector where you can plug in diagnostic tools. Now dealerships have like very expensive big computers that they plug in and that'll tell them everything that's going on in the car. Now this is a sort of a pared down version of it in a tiny handheld form. So what you can do is you can plug in and you can read any faults, and also you can look at details of what's happening in the car. You can look at real-time output of what's going on in the car, and you can get some really nerdy stuff through this. But if you just want to know why your car's got an engine management light on, then this will tell you. It's got a whole host of uses. Now, having something like this is a really good idea just for peace of mind. And say you go and buy a second-hand car and you want to give it a check yourself, you can plug this into the port and it will just basically tell you how the car's doing. And I think you can also read the vehicle's identification number, or the VIN, through this, and you can check that the car is actually who it says it is. And the nice people at TopDon have sent me this model to show you guys, and what we'll do in this video is get it unpacked and then take it out to the car and give it a go. Now my car doesn't actually have any faults on it, but what we might do is maybe unplug something and see if we can break it. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, my car might have faults on it and it's been hidden by an unscrupulous car dealer. This will tell us. So yeah, basically if your car is from 1996 or newer, this will probably work for your car. So yeah, it's a handy little tool, and it is sort of aimed at the kind of regular Joe in the street. TopDon do all manner of car diagnostics tools, from this cheaper model right up to very fancy tablet Bluetooth enabled madness. And I really want one of those. So if you want to see me look at one of those really flashy tablety models, then please do like this video, give it a comment, share it with your friends, because the more people who see this, the more likely TopDon are to send me one, basically. So yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to find very much in this box. I think we can largely see what's in it, but let's have a little look at the back and see what it's saying. So it's got a new larger screen for easy viewing of new graphic data stream features. It's got an LED light on the connector which will help you find the port on your car, because they can be sort of tucked away. It's got easier software and vehicle coverage updates supported via USB cable connections to Windows PCs. So that's really good. When new vehicles come out and new systems that this doesn't know about, you can actually plug it into your computer and update it, and it will learn about new cars and be able to work on different models. So that is good. It's got a new, easier plug and play tool interface for DIYers and professional techs use. Now, yeah, this is sort of aimed at the home market. I believe the cost of this is around about the £40 mark. I think TopDon did or do have an offer on Amazon for this at the moment, so go and check that out. There's a link in the description. So basically it's telling you some of the things it can do here. So it can turn off the check engine light, clear codes and reset monitors. A special IM readiness button, one button to check the operation of emission system, i.e. misfire monitor, evap system monitor and more. It's got a graphic data stream which makes the data stream more intuitive so you can easily locate malfunctions. It's compact design for easy storage and handling to minimize wear and mishandling, and also it's available in a load of languages. So yeah, pretty much whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, you'll be able to make use of this. Well, you need a car, obviously. Okay, so let's get it out of the box and see what we got. There it is. So there we go. This is the connector that plugs into your car. And as it says, it's got a little LED light that you can activate on that button. So as I said earlier, it makes it easier for locating the socket in your car. Nice. And we've also got a mini USB connector to USB connector, which is for plugging it into your computer and updating the software. So there you go. It's a fairly compact little unit, fits nicely in the hand. And we've got a fairly good length of cable. So the ports are usually located around the driver's area, so they're not in the engine bay. They're always in the cabin near where the driver sits. Do we have anything in here? Oh look, okay. Probably going to need this. So what you do is you make sure the ignition's off, you plug in the port, and then you turn the car on. You can either just turn it on to sort of like one click where the radio fires up, or have the engine running, which you might need to do if you're sort of looking for details about, you know, what's going wrong while it's running. And there you go, it just tells you about the menus and stuff. And it also gives you some of the abbreviations that the tool uses as well. So you sound a little bit like you know what you're doing. So yeah, that's a relatively simple unboxing. There's not much to see. Now I guess what we should do now is go down to my car and see what we can do with it. Yeah, let's grab the GoPro and go down to the car. Well, here I am in the car. Now I'm going to switch between this camera and my GoPro, so apologies if the filming's a bit wonky, but I'll do my best. I'll try my hardest. So what we need to do first of all is find the OBDII port. Now these are in different places on different cars. If you don't know where your port is, just Google. There might be some variations between left hand and right side drive cars and where it's located. So have a little Google and I imagine you'll find it quite quickly. Before we get underway with things, I just want to say, please consider joining this channel. You can join the channel from as little as 99p and like move right up to some insane levels. And I want to give a shout out to all the people who joined my channel, especially David. God bless you, David. Thank you for your support, and everyone else, you are wonderful. And if you join, I think it's from $2.99 and above, the early bird tier, you get to see all these videos before anyone else does, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, anyway, let's get on with this. So in this car is here under this cover. There we go. So let me plug this in. The TopDon has sprung into life. Awesome. Okay, so testing out the different systems. Entering system, please wait. Do you know what? Always helps. Always helps to put the key in the ignition. There we go. So at the moment it's got a little green light on it and it says that there's no codes stored on it, so that's good. Let's do a scan, shall we? Let's read the codes. Hopefully there's no engine management codes. This vehicle has no fault codes. That is good. So let's have a little look at what data streams we can read, if any. Okay, look at that. So it's got the idle speed, telling us the coolant temperature, the pressure on the manifold. Let me just rev the engine. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, so look, it did have a code 39,000 miles ago. That's interesting. So obviously had a fault and someone cleared the code. Look at that. That is so smart. I love that. Now this is where we can find out what the vehicle's saying about itself. There you go. So it's showing me the VIN number of the car and that is what's in the car's memory, and that's in the car's system. So that's what it should say on my V5 document. But yeah, so that's a handy way of seeing if the car hasn't been cloned or anything like that, or some shady business hasn't gone on. That is the VIN. Now, should I do something reckless and unplug a sensor? It seemed like a terrible idea, but let me go under the bonnet and unplug something and see what happens. Well, what I do know is I need to give this a good clean. Right, what does this do? Oh no, this is broken. Right, that might have been a stupid thing to do. We'll see. I mean, the car might not even start now. Oh, look! We've got an engine failure hazard. That's not good. So, let's see if there are any fault codes now, eh? So it's not actually showing any fault codes. I mean, yeah, my car isn't happy. It's telling me there's an engine failure. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah. I've broken my car, man. But this isn't telling me what's wrong. Right, let's go unbrake my car. I'm really worried I've broken my car now. Oh, thank God for that. Right, okay. So my car is behaving as it should do. Should I go and unplug something else? Seems like a bad idea. Right, I went and unplugged another thing. Oh look, check injection system. We've got a fault code, guys. There we go, look. We've got a code. Turbocharger, supercharger, boost control, A circuit low. So look, it's telling us what is wrong. So look, it's now changed to a little orange light because we've got pending DTCs. So hopefully, if I stop the car and then go and fix it, that's on. Right, okay, so let's have a little look and see if we've still got a code. I imagine we will have. Yeah, we've still got the code because it's saved on the system. But now if we erase the codes, oh look, the engine management light is on, you see. So now if we erase the codes, okay. Okay, yeah. Cool. There you go, vehicle has no fault codes. Awesome. Hopefully now we can start it. And there's no engine management light. We actually fixed something. There we go. Our vehicle has no fault codes. Just double check. Boom. There we go. This tool can clearly do a lot. And that is good. And it's handy for like the home DIYer like myself to get an idea of what's going on with their car and see what the problem is. Now obviously I unplugged something to do with the injector there, and that is what caused the issue. I'm really glad that I've got this. It's a really small compact piece of kit and you could just keep it in your glove box, and if the car does foul up at any point, you've got it there with you. Whatever I unplugged first time broke the car, but it wasn't recognised by the system. This is only a very kind of basic level code reader. TopDon is quite a respected brand in the car diagnostics world because they do like really cheap handheld units like this right up to the big units. And so you can know that you're plugging a sort of respected brand into your car, because ultimately cars cost a lot of money and you don't just want to be plugging any old rubbish in, especially when it's like talking to your engine and all the computers on board. So what have we done? We've unboxed it, we've had a little look at it, we've made my car go wrong, we've found out what's wrong with my car, and then we've fixed the problem. Now, admittedly, I was the problem, which is sort of, you know, pretty much a common theme throughout my life, but it does what it should do. So there you go. There's not much else for me to say. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Consider joining the channel. As I mentioned earlier, the join button is down below. Click on that. But I don't have anything else to say, so for now, it's game over.